God, it's so fucking beautiful out. Hopefully, all of you have been going outside, going on nice long walks, spending time with your family, spending time with your friends. Good vibes only. Good vibes only. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Pretty much, if there's one skill, one thing to focus on for the entirety of this year into the future, I want that to be your emotional, energetic mastery. What you need to understand is emotions are energy in motion, and everything in life boils down to the state of energy you embody. Now, for myself, depending where you go, these terms are interchangeable. Some people say frequency, some people say vibration. I like vibration to be the embodied state of energy that you have on average throughout the day. So this is going to be in the present moment most of the time. What is your vibe? That is vibration. Frequency is more so the emotional quality that then is making up that vibration. So the vibration, see it as like the bucket, but then what is the quality of the insides, the interior of the bucket, is made up of all the different frequencies, which are the decision points you make emotionally throughout the day. Now, to simplify so it's not confusing at all, because it's really simple. I just want you to imagine every single time you get to choose a thought, an action, the words that come out of your mouth, the beliefs that you give energy to, just anything that basically you can partake in throughout the day, whether it is a physical action, a mental action, or an emotional state of being that you can embody, you need to choose the higher option. Now, I understand, I'm not saying that the lower option is bad. It's not bad at all. A lot of us throughout our lives, we've been selecting the lower option because we have just been reacting to life. Life is like a mirror, okay? It's gonna mirror back the energy you keep giving to it, and that is what creates vicious cycles in life of self-destructive tendencies. Because you are probably a great person, okay? I just want to say that you're a wonderful human being. But sometimes life is unfair. And so you look at how unfair it is, and then you have a negative reaction to it. You're like, fuck that. I'm angry at that. And so you're giving anger to the mirror. And the mirror is just going to reflect back to you that same anger for you to perceive again. If you want to magically start fixing your life and resonating at a higher frequency over your entire day, right, which will increase your vibration, you need to start choosing the higher emotions, which are like love, joy, abundance, tranquility, understanding, willingness, peace, that type of stuff. Not like in a hippy-dippy sense where it's like you spiritually bypass like the negativity of the world. I don't want you to do that. I just want you to always have in the back of your head this observer mindset where you can back yourself out and just view your life sort of like from the third person, where you stop taking everything so personally and start to ask yourself, okay, this is what is happening. It is what it is. But how can I perceive this? What lens can I look at this event that has transpired through in order to choose a higher emotion or to learn something from it, so that as I integrate in this event, as I integrate in the darkness that has come to me, I'm going to choose better, wiser options in the future that will increase my frequency. I'm going to choose a higher frequency option. So you might be pissed off at something in the present moment right now, or you're in a state of lack, or you're in a state of lust, like if you're busting nuts. You just have to understand and back yourself out. I'm asking you to do that right now. Just observe. I'm just a fucking dude on the internet. But realistically, I'm just you. Right? There's no difference here. We're all the same person and we're all playing the same game. The only difference in where you end up in your version of the game is how well you are able to handle your emotions. That's it. You get better options, better outcomes, the more you're able to find yourself in a state of gratitude, even when everything around you is burning to the ground. Because you're basically saying, I am ignoring this external reality outside myself. I'm ignoring it. I don't care. I don't care if something is bad, because I understand it's trying to make me elicit a negative reaction to it. It's trying to control me. But I am sovereign. I am taking back control from the mirror, and I am deciding what I wish to perceive from it. And that level of conscious response is what shifts yourself into a different lifeline, a different reality, instead of the one of the rat race. The reason the rat race is an idea that we have is because of like the hamster wheel. Okay, it's a circle. It's a cycle. That's what happens to people that get beat down by reality outside of them. They keep having the exact same emotional reaction over and over again to what they experience outside of themselves, and therefore reality, God, being unconditionally loving of us monkeys, because that's what we are. We're just a bunch of monkeys. He gives us everything we ask for. And he's like, all right, you know what? If you're going to keep being mad, I'm going to give you shit to be mad about. If you're going to keep being lustuous, I'm going to keep showing you ass cheeks all the time. But the ass cheeks are not going to come up and start a conversation with you. They're just going to flaunt themselves around you in your presence, because apparently you like being hot and bothered. So I'm going to give you opportunities to be hot and bothered. If your finances are not good and you keep having a negative reaction of you never have enough, that's why shit is going to continuously keep breaking. That's why you get the notifications that lets you know, like, oh, it's overdrawn. It's so you keep having a negative reaction. But you can, in the present moment, always choose a higher emotion, one of abundance as the flip side of the coin to lack, or love as the flip side of the coin to anger. There's a flip side to every coin. The bad side, the negative side of the coin is not actually evil or bad or malicious. You got to get that shit out of your fucking brain, firstly. Right? That's one of the most important things to realize, is having this idea of morality when you go through your life makes things more difficult than they have to be. Just understand that there's a handshake between the energies of good, light, and evil, darkness, negativity, that for you to grow as a soul, you need to experience darkness to a degree, because it makes you suffer. It makes you uncomfortable. And within the discomfort, you now can realign yourself to your truest path, which is to experience more love. But if there was no discomfort, if there was no lower emotions, we wouldn't experience any gratitude. So like the love wouldn't feel as good unless we also have loss. So we shouldn't sit here in judgment of the lower emotions, nor should we only aspire to have just the higher emotions. It's an emotional balance. It's like a nice dance of the two energies together. You need to understand what makes me feel good, but also why do I have these desires and tendencies that lead me astray and to make me feel bad, and what can I learn from these things? And once I learn from them and integrate them in, how does that change my overall vibration? Because now you're going to be choosing higher emotions. As you choose higher emotions, higher frequencies, your vibration increases, you feel better throughout the day. You have more energy throughout the day. But it applies to everything in life. I ask you, boil everything down to energy and your life gets easier. Just understand that every single thing you see, right? Everything you hear, everything you taste, all of existence and everything outside of existence has a frequency that goes with it. So you're going to want to become very keen in understanding what frequency do you accept into your life? Which one have you been around? What, energy have you chosen for the most part that you are now consciously aware of, so you can understand where your vibration is. And then once you understand your vibration, then you can start seeing the frequencies of things that you've been choosing in your life that support that vibration. And then you can start seeing, oh, well, those are higher frequency items, higher frequency habits. Maybe, just maybe, I can replace some of the things I have been doing with those, and my vibration will start to increase. And as my vibration increases, because everything is energy, I'll start to notice I start to attract different opportunities, places, people, things, experiences into my experience, into my reality for me to perceive, because now I am a vibrational match to that frequency, because everything is energy. So some things seem difficult for me right now, but in actuality, I'm just not a vibrational match to it. So just learning how to become aware of frequency, learning how to stop giving so much of your fucking energy to things that are going to steal your energy, especially negative self-limiting beliefs. Like, I'll give you a little piece of homework. When you are driving in your car, when you are just alone, when you have time to think, the thoughts that come into your head, be very careful and watch them. Watch how easy it is for negative thoughts to start seeping into your mind. Ones that are self-limiting. Ones that tell you, oh, you can't do that. You never have enough. Oh, this is going to break. Oh, she would never like you. All that negative bullshit, stop fucking feeding it. Stop fucking feeding it. It's the same as if you want to lose weight. Tell yourself you're beautiful and radiant and healthy right now. Okay? And stop fucking eating. Stop consuming. Where are you? I'm going to crash out. Watch where your energy is. Watch your energy. Just pay attention to your energy. Pay attention to the frequency. Start picking up on frequencies and vibrations. Start surrounding yourself with higher vibrational people, activity, and places. And start to actually become consciously aware of, like, hey, do I actually want to go to the bar anymore? Do I want to go to the nightclub anymore? Do I want to go to these certain activities? Because now I'm aware of the frequency that is embodied by that place. It is there. It is a pendulum. It is taking energy from all the adherents. It is stealing energy from us. Do I want to be there anymore? Do I want to give my energy to that anymore? Or do I want to pick a new place? Right? Where do you want your life to go? Where do you want to go? And the inner tie here, I'll say one word about semen retention. Why I love semen retention in general, just with energy mastery, is because semen is the physical manifestation of energy that is creative power. It is creative juice. You can create life with it. So when you dissipate it, that's a lot of fucking energy that's now leaving your body. Your body is an electrical structure. It is an electrical complex of energy. So when you retain it, your energy increases. This is why you improve. This is why your hair gets longer. Your skin gets clearer. Your teeth get whiter, lighter. Your eyes get more vibrant. You have more juice. You have more energy. You don't have an issue making eye contact with people, going out of your way to start conversations, because you have more energy. You are vibrating higher naturally as a byproduct of just not busting nuts. But the beautiful part as well of that semen retention and what you're doing with it is that excess energy that you now have within your system. It is still creative energy. So now I'm asking you to find these habits that you see now, you are aware now, they have a higher frequency to them, and you are going to replace, you are going to transmute any of the lower habits that you don't need anymore. They don't fit the identity of your higher self. And you were wondering before, you're like, oh, I just didn't have the energy to give up this habit and go out there. Now you do. Now you know what semen retention's for. Semen retention is not just for passivity. It is not to sit around and just turn into a magical superhero just by retaining your seed. It is so you can go fucking train like Goku. It is so you have the confidence and the charisma of somebody like a Harvey Specter, if you've ever seen Suits before. It is so you can just consciously keep picking higher habits, higher agendas for your life, a higher path, because you have so much juice, you have so much time, and your mind is not going off to lust. It is not going off to beating your meat, or, oh man, I gotta go to the bars because there's baddies at the bars and I gotta go hound some cheeks. No, you're keeping all of your energy internally, and you are deciding consciously, hey, I am going to improve my fucking vibration come hell or high water. I don't care what happens. I'm going to consciously choose to see everything through a higher perspective, a better lens. And if something is bad, it is what it is. I'm not going to get butthurt. I'm not going to take it personally. I'm going to learn from it because God loves me so much that he gave me a difficult lesson so that I can become a bigger monster for him. My life gets better the more things I conquer. Feed me the fucking raid boss. Feed me. Feed me. Give me the fucking problems. I'll slay them all. I don't give a fuck. I'll slay the problems. That needs to be your energy. That's what semen retention gives you. That's what emotional, energetic control gives you. Okay? You don't give a flying fuck what happens. You love the process. You don't need your desires all the time here right now, or else you're going to be like a whiny little bitch. Like, oh my God, I don't have my Lambo. I don't have the dream house yet. I don't have the baddies. I don't have them. The version of you that has all those things will get those things when you start embodying that version right now and you release attachment to all those things, right? All those things are byproducts. They are manifestations of the energetic state of being that you embody. So don't worry about your desires. Don't worry about manifestation. Don't worry about, oh my God, doing all that bullshit. Find habits that increase your vibration because the frequency is good. It is high. And it makes you feel better. And then become aware of the things that make you feel like shit. And ask yourself the question, is this part of my life? Is this part of my identity? Is this really who I want to fucking be? If it's not, then change it. Then change it. And you don't have to fucking tell anybody about it. You can tell me. I love hearing these stories. It's great. Like, damn, man, I changed a bunch of these habits and I noticed I get way more attention from the females now. Good. Still ignore those bitches, but good. You're doing great. Doing great thing, but ignore them hoes, okay? Your wifey will come to you. But until the day that woman comes to you, the devil will want you to chase them cheeks. So you will notice the way that reality fucking works in general is you will keep improving, but it doesn't mean the negativity goes away. You just become more aware of the positive and the negative. But your discernment has gotten better. That's where I'm going to leave this one off with. Being positive all the time does not destroy the presence of negativity. But now You have consciously learned the skill of discernment, and you just choose to be positive no matter what. You choose the higher path. You choose the higher path at all times. Doesn't mean that everything is just going to be peachy, everyone's going to be wonderful all the time. It just means that you have control over your energy. You are a stoic in life, which doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. It means that you feel them all, and you choose how you want to perceive it. Okay? So love your life, live it fully, be grateful for everything that happens, even if it's not so great in the present moment. Just back yourself out. Don't take it personally. God's probably trying to teach you a fucking lesson so you can become an absolute fucking monster. Okay? All right? You're going through hardship because you're meant for more. All right? All right. Love you guys. I'll catch you next time. I'm sweaty as fuck, dog. Jeez.